Teacher Tommy. Wake up. Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Tommy, and today I'm gonna talk about my maternal grandmother. She is like the head of my family, and she's also the oldest female in my family. Not just my other grandmother and grandfathers. I have tons of them, but you wouldn't be able to identify all of them. Today I'm gonna talk about my maternal grandmother. Now let's begin. Do you know who is the oldest female in my family? It is my maternal grandmother. My maternal grandmother is 72 years old. Her job is to be a housewife. And also, when my maternal grandfather my maternal grandfather works as a farmer, but a long time ago as a soldier. Now she also helps my maternal grandfather to sell the fruits and vegetables that he grows in his garden. He grows coconuts, and he grows lettuce, tomatoes, and I wish to make a secret underground house in my maternal grandfather's garden. Now, what else do you want to know about my maternal grandmother? What else? Well, do you want to know about my maternal grandmother's hobbies? Well, the first thing that she likes to do is that she likes to go for walks in the morning with my maternal grandfather. And my maternal grandfather is 82 years old. 76 and 82 means my maternal grandmother was born 6 years after my maternal grandfather. My maternal grandfather was born 6 years before my maternal grandmother. So you see, because my maternal grandmother is 76 years old and maternal grandfather is 82 years old, the difference of their ages is 6. You can just get 82 minus 76 equals 6. Now, you see, do you want to know what things my maternal grandmother likes to do outside? Well, what she loves to do outside is to go for walks and go to the neighboring people to talk to them. Remember, you don't say neighbor people. Neighboring, like in the Trojan War, Odysseus attacked the Ciconians, and like the other gods warned the neighboring Ciconians. Do not say neighbor Ciconians. If there's plural, you have to say neighboring. You got it? She likes to go to the houses of the neighboring people to talk to them. She also likes to go shopping sometimes and take pictures of us. And what she really likes is going to the beach. But the beach is 2 miles too far away from my maternal grandmother and maternal grandfather's house. That's why we can't go to the beach. But we can go to there if I go to my younger grandmothers and grandfathers. Then I can visit the beach whenever I wanted. It is only 1 mile away. Driving in a car looks like 30 seconds. But we have to walk there because we carry the dog with us. We walk the dog while we go to the beach, and when we stop at the beach, the dog will just walk home. Because my younger grandmother and grandfathers, or maybe grandparents, have 3 types of dogs, and the youngest dog is called Cookie. Like a cookie that you cook in the oven. Funny. And now, now, I want to tell you what kind of things my maternal grandmother likes to eat. Well, she likes to eat fruit and soup because my maternal grandmother and maternal grandfather, or maybe maternal grandparents, you can also call it like that, my maternal grandparents are sick this year. And also and that's why they have to just eat some soup or maybe drink some medicine. Well, sometimes there's a flood, but there's not much flood where in the west of Bindin. There's not there the floods are rare, but where my younger grandparents live, it just flooded the house. The bottom story of the house just flooded yesterday. But the two other stories are not wet. So that's why they sleep there instead of down. Instead of down there. Which means the room that I share with my parents is also flooded. Do you know why? Because it's at the top. It's at the near the stairs, down at the bottom. So it's mostly in water. But because the door is right here, but the floor is right here, it doesn't flood that much. There's only a few drops of water in there. But you should be careful. And do not turn on the lights wherever it is flooding. Because maybe the electricity must have gone off. So you could just go outside and sit on the floating bench right in the water. Ew. Dirty water. Because some people leave motorbike tracks. So that's why even though when you look from a swamp, the swamp has clear blue water, but when it floods, it hits the dirty motorcycle tracks. Or maybe motorbike or maybe cars or buses. That's why the flood is very dirty. Now, do you know why I love my maternal grandmother? It is because every time when she comes here, she always brings me down, take walks with me, and takes care of me, and is always friendly and nice to me. That's why I love my maternal grandmother. Now, here is a poem that I have written to her when I was in first grade, or last year, because now I'm in second grade instead of first grade. Here, I'm only gonna tell it in Vietnamese, and you can just check on the dictionary to see what is it on English. Are you ready? Let's get started. Because I'm a Vietnamese person and I can also speak English. Let's begin. Bà tôi rất hiền, đẹp như cô tiên, rất thích có nhiều tiền, siêng năng làm việc. And you can just check in the dictionary to find whether it is true or not. Now I'm going to tell you one last fact about my grandmother. Why is it important to talk to your grandmother? Do you know why? If you don't put too much effort into the conversation with your maternal grandmother, she just sits and feels like she's not part of the family. That's why it's important. And put a lot of effort, just like she asks something that is easy. How much do you like to eat? She will ask you 3 or 4 times, and every time you have to increase your value. The first time you have a very lowest level, then a little low, then a little high, and then the 4th time very high. So you have to increase your volume, the volume of your voice, how noisy it is, how loud it is. Like, I eat 30 kilograms of water a day. And when you're in first level, you just say, I eat 30 kilograms of water a day. Just like that. That's why it's important to talk to your grandmother. So if you like my video about my maternal grandmother, make sure to like and subscribe me more at studying about your family. And in the next video, I'm gonna talk about where my whole family lives, which is in the house. So bye bye!